Hey everybody. So this is what 500 awesome Selenium peeps looks like. This is fantastic. Well, thanks for coming. Welcome to SeleniumConf 2017. Welcome. So I just want to say, point of order, there is actually exceptionally good coffee here that nobody might know about right now. We have a coffee booth set up. If you go out of here, hook around to the right, it's basically on the other side of this wall. There is exceptional coffee. So feel free to top up there when you're done here. So, sorry, don't tell anyone, says Mark. So just some general housekeeping stuff I wanted to step through before we get into the talks today. So Wi-Fi is that, and in terms of getting around, this room will be split, and then there will be Zilker 1 and Zilker 2. So the keynotes are going to be basically like this for opening day and closing day. And then track 1 sessions are Zilker 1, and track 2 sessions are Zilker 2. And that's pretty much it, and you can float in between, and then that's pretty straightforward. So also, to get the hashtag right, we want to make sure there's not like 16 different versions of the SEConf hashtag. So SEConf Austin, and then there is a SeleniumConf Twitter handle, obviously. And so lightning talks, in terms of sign up, so every year what we try to do is have the option for attendees and anyone who wants to give a talk to get on the stage for a couple of minutes and talk about something that's really interesting to them. Something you're working on, some piece of code, some idea, whatever it is, as long as it's just not a vendor pitch. That's it. You get up and you get the stage, you get the mic, you get plug in your laptop, and it's basically first come, first serve. Whoever shows up, signs up. There's a sign-up sheet at the registration desk, and basically you just fill in your name for a time slot, and then you show up, and then someone will just intro you on the stage when it's your time, and then you get up, do your thing, and that's it. It's kind of one of the hidden gems and honestly one of the better parts of the conference, because aside from the hallway track, aside from the awesome talks, it's something that you can actually contribute and like kind of geek out that you might not have been able to anticipate. So some surprising things have come out of lightning talks from SeleniumConf. And then we're live streaming. So you can, if you're in track 1 and you want to watch track 2 simultaneously, you probably could if you really felt like it. And all of the talks are going to be recorded and posted after the fact. So if you miss a talk and feel like you wish you'd seen it, don't worry, you can still see it. And actually, all previous SeleniumConfs have been recorded, and those are available on the SeleniumConf YouTube channel. And so I wanted to take a minute and, first off, for those who tried to attend workshops and there was confusion about what your ticket might have gotten you, on behalf of the conference organizing committee, we want to apologize for any confusion that might have been caused. Every year, this conference is organized by volunteers, and that's it, a small team of volunteers that somehow got duped into organizing the conference. and so aside from myself, there's Marcus Morel, Ashley Hunsberger, Anand Bagmar, who unfortunately could not join us for this conference, Manoj Kumar, Bill McGee, and actually there's also this thing called the Software Freedom Conservancy. And so in terms of how contracts get signed, in terms of how we pay the bills and making sure that we're not doing things that are grossly illegal, the Software Freedom Conservancy has always been, ever since actually even the very first SeleniumConf, been actively involved in this role with us. And so they too are a small team. They are a nonprofit charity. And so this conference is always organized by a small group of volunteers and a small nonprofit charity. And we somehow keep pulling it off. So, and so that's, just want to say, if you could give a big round of applause to everybody. And a couple more things. One is we have a code of conduct, and it's something that we take seriously. And basically, the gist is, it's here on this website URL, so check it out. It's like a very brief read. But basically, the gist is we want everyone to feel welcome and safe. And if you feel as though there is something happening that makes you feel uncomfortable or unsafe, then we want you to find a staff member. And all the staff members are wearing these excellent orange Wrangler t-shirts. So there's people in the back of the room, if you just see they're all standing there or at the registration desk. So if you feel like you need to find a helper, go look for somebody in an orange Wrangler shirt, and they'll be able to get you taken care of. So, and then my favorite part of the conference is always the hallway track. The talks are awesome, but they're recorded, so I'm like, I could just watch those later. I'm gonna go hang out in the hallway with all the people who just traveled from all over the world to come here. And so I always like to play a game called Left, Right, Hello as part of the welcome message. So the most important part of the conference is the fact that you're connecting with people that you might not have otherwise been able to meet and sharing ideas. And so I think that the relationship and connections that you forge here at the conference are some of the most important and groundbreaking for your future. And I say that because the very first conference I went to for anything related to software development, I met Jason Huggins and Adam Goucher, and they set me off on the trajectory that I am on now. And that introduction, those meetings were very influential in my life. So Left, Right, Hello is where you look to your left and you look to your right and you say hello to your neighbor. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Awesome. I think we'll get along just fine. Okay. You guys are getting along too well. Okay. So, okay guys, let's get back to it. We actually have a program to do. Okay. So the other thing is that we want to make sure that everybody feels like if the talk is just not working out for you, just vote with your feet. The law of 2 feet. So if you want to go from one track to the other, do that. If this talk's not working for you, go in the hallway. If the hallway is kind of bumming you out, go into another track. So just feel free to just do whatever you need to do to make this conference awesome for you. So, and this conference also would not have been possible if it weren't for sponsors. Every year we do this conference and we somehow get sponsors, and it's amazing. And without them, we wouldn't have really cool things, really nice things like this clicker and T-shirts. And so we have Sauce Labs to thanks for being the Selenium sponsor, HPE. And honestly, the fact that HP is sponsoring the conference, as someone who knows quite a lot of the history of Selenium, it just still blows my mind. So they're the title sponsor, they're the craft beer sponsor, and then the Wi-Fi, which hopefully is going to be as good as it was yesterday. As conference Wi-Fi is always a hard problem to solve, but I'm feeling pretty confident about it this time. So thank you to cross-browser testing for that, and Apple Tools for being able to make it so we could do the live stream and all the recording. And we also have all of our fantastic exhibitors, and please do see them and see what cool swag they have and what cool stuff that they've been building, and so thank you, sponsors.